Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show him skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Scar is treacherous, I effortlessly show him skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Scar is treacherous, I effortlessly show him skills. Yeah, let's go. At first off the edge like I don't know no fear. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, this way, right before the deal.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head and when you ever overstated. Your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on. Come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Hey, how it feel to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Buffalo Bills. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
You lady.
You don't want it. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
Here's Le'Veon Bell's first carry as a New York Jet. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. That's complete to Sterling. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
We want it. Come to my work. 80. Check. 53.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. Anderson loses the football, and the Bills have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Mike Brown, 80. Mike 5-4. Hey, man. Watch the booth. Watch the alert. Check 25. Check 25.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Brown, 80. Check. Watch 54. Too low.
To throw, it's Allen. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the early lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Oh, nice move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Get in the weight room.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. But now it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Buying time to his left. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills getting set to go. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, 81 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bills 14, Jets nothing. Stephen
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Mike, 53. Down to lose one. 53 Mike. 53.
Here's Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Inside. 53, Mike. Inside. 53 to Mike. 53, check 53. Quit talking about it and bring it. Inside.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Check 53's Mike. I'm coming for you, son.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
In your face.
Hey, lady. 53's the mic. 53's the mic.
Darnold now to throw. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Young lady. 53's the mic. 53.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Often on fumbles. You look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The safety, Marcus May, in there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go,
Here's Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. After the penalty, it's McCoy. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Hey, 180. Check, Mike, 50. Run. 54. Who that? He's coming.
Throwing on second and long. Allen, he'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Darnold on third down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. White now to return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Coming to you.
Throwing again. Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Foster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Bills first down.
Ready? Check, check. Flag down, flag down, flag down. On 52. 57.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And the grab by Croft. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And again, it's Allen. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
New York set to take the field. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Allen. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete. It's Bell. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell.
Check, 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 check. 53's a mic. 53, check 53.
It's been a long day for you.
Check, 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 check.
80.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
We play to win. Let's go.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Allen now operating from the gun. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the Jets' 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Tight. 80 weapon. Shift.
Again, it's McCoy. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Check Mike 50. 54. I'm going to run you over. Check 4.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dawson Knox, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Although it's more commonplace now than at any other time in the NFL, it's still tough to think about throwing a rookie quarterback right into the fire week 1. But guess what? He handled the fire awfully well and threw his first touchdown pass.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Darnold from the gun. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ed Oliver brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Come on, D.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Hey. 4 down.
And here we go on fourth. Darnold airing one out for Crowder. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Alert! Slant! X3! 218, chopper! 5 wide! Jam! Where's that?
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Red 80. 26 Mike.
Now Darnold. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
53's the mic. 53's the mic. You track.
Now it's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he's got a noon one. Sheds off the tackle. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa. 77 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Dancing to his left. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Showing up. Alert! Slam. Monday.
Allen hands off to McCoy. The tackle by Tremaine Johnson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Alpha. 54 Mike.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And able to find John Brown. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
Right there.
This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's coming this way. Here we go. Pass. Check 99.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Bills, Not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.